All right, so we're live in studio, and we got Troy over here.
Hey.
And Christina.
Like it.
Recording. Flip it around.
Did it. It wasn't bad.
Nice. Did you get more of your face?
Yeah, yeah, we did it.
All right, so we're in studio. We're going to be talking about 100 boxes for 100 local families, and super excited. We have incredible community support, and from you guys too. Thanks for having me in and doing a little, I don't know, what do you call it in radio words?
Interview?
Oh, yeah, one of those.
One of them.
Thanks for doing a little interview for the 100 boxes campaign we got going on.
All right, we are in studio with Drew Taddy. Hey, Drew, how's things?
Fantastic.
Excellent. Now, with the Christmas season upon us, it is that time where everybody gets involved in the spirit of giving, and you've got a plan to get 100 boxes worth of that.
Yeah, that's right. I figured go big or go home. We just thought that, you know, we're having our economy's just having a tough time. Everywhere you look, you know, whether it's food banks or you know, other types of Christmas types of non-profits, everyone needs help. There's a lot of families that need food, they need presents, whatever that may be. And I thought if there's something that we could do, we should do it. So I got this idea. I thought we could. I always love to support local. And I thought, what if we could bring the community together to raise 100 boxes for 100 local families that may not have the ability to have a Christmas dinner.
That's right, and a great idea. And now, how can people help out with 100 boxes?
So you know what we've done is we're doing live video right now, and we've gone to some local businesses and done live videos there. We've talked about the different types of food that we're collecting. We have drop-off boxes at certain locations around town. So you can check out our Facebook page first. Like, we put updates up there every day, and those are fun and exciting, like these videos here, or just pictures of posts tracking our progress so everyone can see how we're doing. And you can see the businesses that we have to go and drop off your items if you can, to help us out collect boxes.
Yeah, and now what kind of things are you looking to fill the boxes with?
Christmas dinner stuff, like we have, it's kind of funny. I always wonder why stuffing. We only eat stuffing during holiday season. But so we have different boxes that are different foods, like corn or peas, or turkeys are a bit difficult to store, but turkey gift cards, for example, boxes of stuffing, just things that, a box of chocolates, things that we take for granted that a family may not have the ability to purchase. So those are things like we have olives and pickles, just little things that, potatoes, carrots that we could enjoy, or that we were used to enjoying on at a Christmas dinner.
So anything that can make up a Christmas dinner, a good healthy Christmas dinner, is what you guys are looking for 100 boxes.
Absolutely. And we'll take anything. Everyone says, what can I bring? So that's why we have a suggested list. But if you have other things that you want to donate, or if you have things that aren't on the list that you've already purchased and you'd like to pass on, then we'd be happy to pass that along to families that are in need.
Excellent. And are there locations around town where you can drop things off?
Absolutely. We have all kinds of locations. I'm going to list a few.
Sure.
So we have the tire shop, Aaron's Tire Shop. They've already had a couple boxes in. They're fantastic over there. We have Jamie D's Fitness is one of them. The Olds Uptown Market is one of them. They've done well. You guys have donated a box as well. So there's a number of different places where you can drop off. Like I said, you can check out our Facebook page. That's at trueformlife.com, facebook.com/trueformlife. And then we have a whole list of businesses where you can visit there. We also tag them, and like I said, we talk to the business owners, and we try to do videos and support them as well. Because if we can bring business and people into their establishment, then we're just supporting the community as a whole.
Excellent. Well, there you go. If you want to help out with 100 boxes, like Drew said, hop onto their Facebook page. That's a True Form Life on Facebook, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. There you go. And again, thanks, Drew Taddy, for stopping in. Or should we call you Drew Taddy Claus?
That's a good one. Yeah,
there we go.
Call me that.
All right.
So now that the interview is done, I just want to tell you that we've got some people watching. And I just want to let you know that Vanda Turney, she says, looking good, Drew. You and Dorothy are amazing, or you and Dorothy and everyone who's involved and donated are amazing. Love the community spirit. We've got Rhonda, Vanda, Cheryl, Dallas, Jessica, Wendy, David. They're all watching right now.
Oh
So
my gosh, that's awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for your support. You know what? The community has been absolutely amazing. Like my inbox, I get messages all the time. People saying, "How can we bring boxes in? Where can we drop food off? Where can we donate money? Whatever that is." We're gonna do a big shopping trip as a group on Friday night with all the money that comes in at the local co-op, who also has a box and a drop off for us. So that's super cool. We're gonna get a handful of people together, and we're gonna spend all this money on boxes for families at Christmas, and I can't wait.
So what about the families though? Like, where can people, like, do we want to nominate them?
You're welcome to send in a message if there's a family that you know of. We have a couple families, or a handful of families that we're working with. Of course, they're will remain anonymous. We also are going to contact. We've been in contact with a couple churches that we're going to help out, and of course, if there's food left over, we can work with the food bank as well. So it's a great question that comes in quite a bit, and so we're just really kind of hovering in the community. We want to help everyone that we can. So hopefully, that with the community support, we can do that.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. I think they're going to talk about fitness tips now. So should we go off live, or do we want to talk fitness tips on the live video?
What do you think?
Whatever you want.
Let's do it.
Let's keep
We're going to
going.
talk live, because why not, right? We got an
Let's do it.
audience. We got some more people. We've got Brenda, Shane, Melanie, Allie.
Wow, we got all kinds of people on. Let's do some fitness tips. Holiday fitness tips. Stay tuned. We're coming up right now.
Drew Tenia back in studio with me. Hey, Drew, how's things?
Fantastic. Happy to be here.
Excellent. Now, with the holiday season, everybody kind of tends to overeat. So do you have any tips for us for, well, first of all, controlling your eating habits during the holidays, and maybe for moving those extra pounds off once the holidays are over?
Well, you know what the thing is? I believe many of us don't realize that Christmas is here now. So just because Christmas is a week or two away, doesn't mean that we're not going to holiday parties. We're staying up a little bit later. We're breaking our healthy habits, routines that we've worked so hard to keep all year long. So it's important to pay attention to, the desserts and the appetizers, and understanding that Christmas is here now. It's not on Christmas Day. So paying attention to those healthy habits and continuing to develop those habits, and sticking to your fitness routines, eating your meals, keeping your metabolism burning. All these things are going to help you, continue to live a healthy lifestyle. So when New Year's comes along, or we have our New Year's resolutions, it's not so difficult to get started.
Now, so it's holiday season, but not holiday from your routine season, right?
Absolutely. That, it's so very important. Look, we're creatures of habit. That's just how we are. We sleep on the same side of the bed. We eat breakfast in the same chair at the kitchen table. We watch TV on the same side of the couch. It's unreal. All the habits that we perform throughout the day on a daily basis, we don't realize it. So when we get up and we go to the gym, that's a habit that we've created. Maybe we don't realize it anymore. Or maybe we get up and we have a cardio machine in the house, or we do an ab series at home, let's say, for example. It's the same thing for breakfast. Many of us get up and we have breakfast. That's a healthy habit. But if you get into Christmas parties and you stop making lunch, for example, or you skip a breakfast because you know that you're going to have a big lunch at your workplace, that's breaking some of your healthy habits that you've worked very hard to develop. So the biggest thing that we could take away from being involved in holiday festivities is to hang on to those healthy habits, because we work so hard to develop them, and they leave pretty quickly.
Yeah, and now you've got your routine schedule, or your routine worked out through the entire year, and now you've got all those temptations, all those little Christmas bakings and Christmas chocolates and everything else that might be around the office or house. What's some good tips to avoid overindulging?
The thing is eating food. I mean, so many times when we get in the issues of overindulging, let's say, for example, we don't have breakfast, and then we have meetings and appointments, and then we have a little snack at 10 o'clock, and then it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we have this huge meal, then we're stuffed, and then usually it's hard to digest, the foods are, I would say, lower quality, and then we go through an afternoon crash, and it's because we don't have any food leading up to that lunchtime. Or, we might have an early lunch, then we have a huge dinner. And it's the same thing. Then we crash in the evening. We have no energy. We just lay on the couch, and we don't feel like, whether it's playing with the kids or shoveling the snow at this time of year, we don't feel like doing it anymore because we overindulging at those certain times. So the best thing you can do to avoid that is to break up those meals. Have your breakfast. Have your 10 o'clock snack. Have a good quality lunch, and then you're not so worried about starving when you sit down and eat and overindulge.
Now, what's one of your favorite things to indulge in maybe in the holidays?
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot over here. What's some? I don't know, like pumpkin pie. I'm not really a sweets person. You know, one of the things that I teach and try to help people understand is that once you live a healthy lifestyle, you stop craving those things that you might normally would. Let's say, for example, you know, I really enjoy a green smoothie in the morning, for example, and then I have maybe homemade granola. That's what I have. So it's not one of my routines. I don't crave a coffee and a pastry, for example. Another thing in the evening is you have dinner and then I have a healthy snack planned. So I know what I'm having. So it's not like, oh, it's Christmas time, I'm going to eat a whole big bag of, I don't know, chips or chocolates because it's sitting there and it's Christmas time.
Right.
I will tell you one of my favorite things is those calendars. Those calendars you open up each day. I feel like a kid every morning. I open them up. I don't always eat them in the morning, but I do eat them some part of the day. So that's one of the things I would indulge in at this time of the year.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks, Drew Tadia, for dropping in once again and helping us out through this Christmas season.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.
All right, wrapping it up.
All right, thanks so much for being here. There's some holiday tips for you. Again, we're still working towards our 100 boxes. We've got about 25. We're working towards 30. So we only have a week left. We started a bit late. So if you get a chance, head over to some of the local businesses that we are collecting from and help us out.